present our video critique based on the comedy TV series which is Intelligence. But before that, let's introduce ourselves first. My name is Nur Marini binti Maknawi.
Hi, my name is Nur Fatimah binti Abdul Wahab.
Assalamualaikum and hi! We would like to present our video critique. Synopsis for this TV series is: when an arrogant, maverick national security agent comes over from the US to join a newly formed team tackling cybercrime at Barton's security headquarters, he enlists an inept and tactless computer analyst Joseph in a power grab that threatens to disrupt the team's ability to combat cyber terrorism.
John, do you mind me asking, do you have dwarfism in your family?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, well, you should check.
Okay.
Can you give me a hand?
Yes, absolutely. Right, here we go. We're just up on the third floor.
No, don't use the wheels. It's quite an expensive case. Can you carry it in? I won't be long.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God.
Hi, Mom.
For the first scene of incident at the beginning of the video is bullying. Jerry told Joseph to lift the heavy luggage up to the office. Jerry is also arrogant with Joseph, and the effect to the employer is bullying can be harmful and sometimes can lead to serious consequences. Such employers often to bully other employees in the workplace, which create stress. Bullying does include changing deadline, poor performance rating, and assigning too much work to employers, which automatically demotivates them and decrease their productivity. I would like to recommend first review current policy and procedure. Do your policy and procedure address respecting one another in the workplace? Have you provide clear expectation regarding interaction among co-worker? And provide easy access to communication channel and support system. Implement a clear method that does not have resources for reporting incivility and bullying. Some organizations have toll-free hotline that employer can call to report instances of incivility or feeling targeted. And lastly, implement training. Provide training for all employers in respectful communication protocol and the consequences of not adhering to them. Many organizations go a step further and train employer in skill to prevent, recognize, and respond.
Surely we've got to be getting close. How long have we been going?
20 minutes.
What?
Hey guys, HR have said everyone can have up to £10 for the takeaway.
I'll just take
Based on video clip, incident 2 is no tolerate. Christine forced her employer, Mary, Tuva, Joseph, and Jerry to finish work at late night and no breaks. And the effect to the employer is bad attitude make unhappy employer. People enduring high stress situation often suffer from emotional exhaustion, robbing them of the energy needed to search a new situation. It's hard to quit without another opportunity line up, and it's hard to line up another opportunity when one feels depleted. Emotional exhaustion also strip people of the ability to envision a more positive experience. I would like to recommend this incident. First, be prepared to go early. If your boss is truly toxic, he or she could dismiss you the minute you give notice. Make sure you have your personal belonging, contact information, important paper, commendation organized before you give notice. Be sure to return all company property promptly and properly. Get a proper documentation stating that you have written it. The last thing you want is someone claiming you have stolen anything. And create a transition timeline. Clearly articulate your plan for transition. Be clear about what you are going to do before you leave and stick to it. If you promise to finish project, then finish them.
We're looking for someone who used to work for the NHS, maybe a disgruntled former employee. Check that against anyone with a strong background in computer engineering.
Yeah, on it.
Tuva, talk to me.
Why are you wearing headset?
It helps me focus. Now come on, people, let's do this. We're on a clock here.
What does that say? Mary, will you just take a look at this?
Anything?
No.
What does the NHS stand for?
National Health Service.
Okay.
Anything?
No, nothing useful.
Anything?
No, not yet. Sorry, damn it.
Next for incident 3 is positive attitude in group team. Jerry, Joseph, Mary and Tuva work hard to complete their work requested by their boss Christine. The effect for good team and work hard is first cooperate with each other. Cooperation in the workplace is perhaps one of the most important influences on productivity, especially in a team-based environment. When each person relies on input or task completion from other, things go smoothly. When one person is uncooperative, the entire process can be slowed down. For my recommend, first think innovative faster. For any task or problem, there are usually countless solutions. When one employer takes a project, they might be able to think of a few different ideas give time. But when a team tackle a problem, the project benefit from multiple perspectives, skill set and experience all at once. A team approach can therefore lead to faster, deeper innovation.
Oh! I said it was a drill! Like 3 times! Oh, fucking bullshit! God. Joseph!
Yeah?
It was a drill!
What?
Yeah, she lied!
Sorry, it was a drill.
Of course it wasn't.
As the incident that I was identified is disrespectful and shouting loudly in the office. Jerry is so rude with his boss Christine. He scolds and raises voice with bad language. As we can see, disrespectful and employees are very toxic as they are likely to have a great impact on other employees. Such employees not only disturb the overall productivity of an organization but also affects the mental health of other employees. such behavior has real and serious consequences attached to it, and employees who face such an attitude report lower engagement and suffer from physical mental health issues as they are not appreciated and face verbal abuse daily while performing their tasks. As a recommendation, the best way to cope up with such employees is to remain calm and have patience, as they are verbally abusive and small arguments can lead to serious fights if you try to argue with them. Remain calm and avoid answering all their questions to avoid arguments. Such employees often trigger other employees' anger and cause stress and mismanagement in the workplace.
Good morning, team. Valued staff members. Right. Who'd like some raisins?
Yeah, actually I would, Chris, thanks. I'm absolutely ravenous. I had a big night last night.
So, I know that we've all got a lot to be getting on with, but I just wanted to remind all of you that if ever work becomes too stressful and
The clip of the incident 5 shows poor display of professional behavior. Christine, which is the boss, sits on the table during meeting with the employees while the employees sit properly in front of the boss. The effect of this clip: when you have a bad boss, you are much more likely to be upset, unengaged, and ready to leave. But when you have a boss you respect and admire, you are more likely to produce great work and enjoy your job. No one wants a work environment in which employees are considering or compelled to leave because of managers' poor leadership skills. Of course, bad bosses are not responsible for all of the toxic traits of the office. In some situations, the negative environment could be the result of a poor organizational structure within the company. It could also be from new recruits that do not mesh well with current employees. While bad bosses are not to blame for the entirety of consequences that become of a bad work environment. As for recommended action, they can improve themselves in order to make the office a better place to be for all employees. You can try talking with the bad boss to share the impact that the actions or words are having on you or your performance. In a rare blue moon, the bad boss might care enough to work to modify this behavior. If the manager does decide to work on his or her behavior, hold them to their commitments. If you allow him or her to yell at you, even just a little bit, you are training them that they can get away with the former behavior.
Where you seem to have failed.
failed.
Yes, it was in staff welfare and management.
Get out! Why?
This clip showed that there was no common sense. Evelyn did not knock the door before entering office. This is so rude to enter without knocking first because the boss, which is Christine, was busy with her job, and this action will interfere the boss doing her work. An effect of this action is opening the door without being invited in is rude and inappropriate. The office is private workspace, and if there is no answer, the assumption should not be that someone is hiding in their office silently, but either tied up talking on the phone or not wanting to be interrupted during their meeting. I would like to recommend that at a minimum, the visitor should knock, and if no answer, should assume you are tied up in your meeting and come back later, or shoot you a note on email or send you a text with a request to connect. If a door is close to a space that may be occupied, always knock before entering. Just because someone can see you doesn't mean that you are available, and whether you have an actual office with a door or you work in a cubicle, I always recommend knocking and asking permission to take the individual's time It is just common courtesy.
Teamwork is one of the most sought after skills in the workplace. Some of teamwork skills that are essential for your academic and professional success are: first, communication. Communication is the foundation of the effective teamwork. Second, time management. Time management, accountability and responsibility are all equally important for your career as they are in your academic life. Project manager, for example, must have strong organizational skill in order to set manageable goals for their team and keep others on track to meet their deadline. Third, problem solving. Effective problem solvers are able to think outside the box when challenge or issue arise. Rather than focusing on negative outcome, they stay calm and help their team work toward a solution. And last, leadership. A leader who works well with others, both within his or her own department and across department, can help spread knowledge and resources, develop new leader, and contribute to an organization's success. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and bye.